Hey everybody, Doctor here. A quick thing before we get to the main video. I've been having a lot of trouble with DxTory, and when I went to edit the video this time, last time there was no audio at all. This time it didn't record game sound, but it did record my voice. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting some music to go with it so that it's not so dry, just not hearing my voice. There's music from Approaching Nirvana. I'll put all the links in the description below. Right, enjoy the video. Hey everybody, Doctor here. Today I'm going to show you how to find the Vapor Dominator, the modded one. It sells for about 19,940. Alright, this is what it looks like. You can see it's got a lot of cosmetic modifications to it and some custom parts. Let me show you where you can find one of these. So you can find these by driving around the 3 Los Santos customs between these hours. This one over here between 10 AM and 4 PM. This one down here between 10 AM and 4 PM. And this one over here between about 3 PM and 7 PM. But I normally don't find anything by this one, so I would just skip it. The cars you want to drive is a stolen Dominator, a modded Dominator. Any modded car will help spawn it. Dubsters spawn Dominators quite regularly, so a modded Dubster, or if you find a Dubster, they seem to spawn Dominator cars riding around the map. So I would try that. Another way to do this is, because these times is between 10 AM and 4 PM, you can do one of the missions that will pause time, and doing so it'll pause time at 12 PM, which falls in the time bracket for this one and this one. I'm going to show you the trick that I use to spawn these more frequently. It's not 100%, but it is a little bit more frequent. So it's nighttime right now, so I'm not going to drive there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the job, play job, Rockstar created. I'm going to go to missions, and I'm going to play the denial of service mission. I'm going to be driving my modded Dubster to try and get one to spawn. Okay, I don't really worry about any of that. None of this matters. What I've been finding lately is sometimes you get into a session and nothing will spawn. You'll be driving up and down for hours and nothing will spawn. So what I've been doing lately is not destroying the trucks, because you can destroy the first wave of trucks, which will stop the timer in the bottom right hand corner, and then you can farm endlessly. But I found that, stuff hasn't been spawning, so I leave the timer up now. I don't kill the first wave of trucks, which gives me 10 minutes to find a modded car. After 10 minutes, it'll close the session and it'll let me restart the quest again. And what that does is every 10 minutes, I get a new session, which will have different odds of spawning the cars. The spawn rates are pretty low, so what I found is you start with a base percentage. So there's about 30 or so cars that have a chance to spawn there. So you have your first 30 or so modded cars that have a chance to spawn. So that itself has a chance to spawn. So as you saw now, there was nothing there. Then because there's about 30, this is 1 of 30. So it's about just over 3% chance when one spawns for it to be a Dominator. Now, if you have a muscle car, that obviously increases the chances for it to be a muscle car. Furthermore, you have a Dominator. That'll increase the chance to find a Dominator. And then this one, which is the one that spawns, it has a chance to spawn the identical one. That is just what I found. I don't know if any of that is true. And so that's the kind of things that you want to, when looking for cars, the kind of things you'd want to think about. That being said, I have found a Dubster using a Saber Turbo. That happened yesterday or the day before. So I did find a dubster driving around in a modded Saber Turbo. So we're gonna go, this is my favorite spot. This one seems to spawn things more often, more frequently than the other three. Or the other two, you know. This is the best of the three. If I don't find anything on like 2 or 3 tries, what I'll do is I'll just cut the video and I'll come back when I found one just to show you that it is possible to spawn them. You might be a while looking and you might not find anything, like I haven't found anything now here. It normally spawns right here, facing outwards. So that is coming down this road, going down to the end of this road, looping around, coming back, going back to where that road intersects. That's one of the paths that you can take. This is the shortest path here. If you drive behind here, this will put you out of sight range because of the buildings, and it'll make it easier to spawn. So that's the fastest way to reset the spawns, and nothing has spawned again. This is another route. And so this would be the other route. This goes by the under the freeway, so you have all this mountains and stuff in the way, which puts you out of sight range. Because obviously stuff will despawn line of sight. But it's still a distance. Driving a little bit slower. Okay, this is one of the... We've got something to spawn, but it's not what I'm looking for. This is one of the high-end modded cars. You cannot store it, but you can drive it around if you want. So I'm gonna cut the video here, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a few loops and see if I can get one to spawn, and then I'll explain to you what you need to do next. So be right back. Hey everybody, and I'm back. I'm still in the same 10-minute session. There's about 2 minutes left, and look what I found. A Dominator. It's that easy, guys. You just have to drive up and down, and eventually you'll find what you're looking for. So what you want to do now is you want to get into the new one that has spawned. You want to drive to wherever your garage is. Unfortunately, you have to remember the way to your garage because it doesn't show up on the map. So I'm going to see, I have 2 minutes now. I'm going to see if I can get back to my place in 2 minutes. I unfortunately don't have a space in my garage, but I will replace one of my cars with this one, because the one I'm replacing I can get quite easily. Oh, smashed it a little bit, but that's fine. I'm just still making good time. You want to get there before the time runs out, because you have to store it, or otherwise you won't get it. If you're just sitting in it when time runs out, you lose the car, unfortunately. We are almost there now. I picked a nice central location so I can farm all the cars and get back in a reasonable amount of time. So this is my shop, my garage right here. I actually own both of these across the road from each other. Okay, so we're going to be replacing one of my vehicles. I'm probably going to be replacing the van, because the van is easy enough for me to get. So this BF Surf over here, I'm going to replace that with the new Dominator. So there I have the new Dominator. It's in my garage, so now it is stored. All I have to do now is wait for the time to run out, and then I'll show you what mod it has on it and what it sells for. Let me just give you a quick tour of my... This is my garage. So I got this thanks to my stream. Someone on my stream came and helped me get it. Obviously you've seen those ones, you've seen those ones. This is a new one. If you're a returning player, you can buy the Duke from the shop. I've made mine black and red, looks cool. And here's some bicycles that I've stolen. These BMXs always turn black for some reason. You can steal any color, they always turn black. I don't know why. It's a bug. And I stole one of these. Okay, so there I failed the mission. The time has expired. You can get some money for failing, I don't understand that. But anyways. Cover the cost of your bulletproof vest, I suppose. So you want to press continue there and then go to free roam. So here it's spawning me on the street. For some reason it's spawned me pretty far from my garage, so I'm just gonna steal this car here and get back to my garage and show you that the Dominator is indeed stored in there. On the way we can talk about my stream and my Twitter and stuff. If you follow my Twitter at DarkDream, you'll know when videos are coming out. You'll know when I'm streaming and anything else that I might be doing at the time. My stream is Twitch TV/DarkDream. Everything is DarkDream or DarkTrine, if you want to pronounce it. And if you can come there, you hang out. I normally help people find rare cars. We just have a good time. That kind of stuff, you know. Mostly just finding people dubsters and things, hearses. The cars which are more harder to get if you don't have one yourself. The dubster I found out you can. The hearse I still haven't seen a hearse without having a hearse. You know, or someone coming there with a hearse. Here we go. So we're back at my place. Let's go inside. And then you should see the new Dominator sitting in the corner. There it is there. The new Dominator. And let's go sell it. Try not to scratch it on your way to the Los Santos Customs, because that will decrease the value. I think I'm gonna show you what mods it has on it. It's all of the ones that you find are all cosmetic modifications. They're really nice for low-level people that don't have them unlocked. They are unlocked by levels and races and such. Okay, so it doesn't have any performance modifications, but it will have bodyworks. So the window vents, bumpers, it's got custom front bumper and a back bumper. It's got a custom grille. What else does it have? It has a standard hood, but you can put one on if you want. What else does it have? I think it has a custom paint. You can't actually get that color paint. It's got the louvers on the roof, rear louvers. It's got custom side skirts. I think it's got the ducktail spoiler already equipped. It doesn't have any of this. I'm not sure about the wheels. Sometimes it has different stock wheels. Doesn't have any window tints. And that's it. Let's see how much it sells for. 19,940. Perfect. Yes, we want to sell it. And because it was in my garage, it'll go straight into my bank, so I don't have to worry about getting mugged. Alright guys, that is how you find the modded Vapored Dominator. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll check you guys next time. Cheers.